Hey, how you doing? I'm back. Some of you may have already seen my first video, just explaining a little bit more about what I plan on doing with the channel. Since then, you might see me fumbling around a little bit. I'm working on my backdrop and my lighting and all this good stuff. But since the last talk to you guys, I have got my hair. I've already got my hair Sisterlock. It's been about a week and 2 days since they were fully installed. So I'm just going to answer a little bit of questions or just give you a little bit more information about Sisterlocks and how I feel and everything that's going on. So I'm going to read off my phone just to give you a Webster definition of what exactly are Sisterlocks. And they are tiny uniform locks that are the result of a precision parting guide, which are straight lines, very accurate lines that create a precise parting grid, and the use of a specialized tool that it's kind of top secret in this community. I don't really know why. I don't even know what it looks like, but it's a specialized tool that they use to place the hair into the locking formation, which essentially is just back comb. Well, my consultant, I guess you would call them, she back combed my hair just a few strands at a time, and then used the tool to kind of weave the hair, interlock the hair back on itself. So the definition that I keep finding say that Sisterlocks have about 400 locks or more. My consultant, maybe in the next video I'll have an accurate number, but my consultant counted me at 367 when she was about 3/4, maybe almost done with my hair. She lost count. So I don't think that I have 400 Sisterlocks, and I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think you have to have 400 Sisterlocks in order to be considered Sisterlock. I think the thing that makes Sisterlocks different from micro locks or regular locks or other types of locks are the size. These are really small, and then the precise parting guide. Again, I'm working on my lighting, so I don't know if you guys can see me, but I keep looking back because there's a camera, there's a mirror behind the camera, and I don't want to run out of time. And oh yeah, so this is my hair. It's starting to get really full in the back, but as you can see, I didn't know I had this many edges, but I'll take it. But this is how I wear my hair every day. Now you can see there's a lot of volume here because my hair still wants to split evenly down the middle, because when she initially did my hair, she split it, ear to ear, front to back, because I told her I want to have precise lines here, because this is where I wear my part, and here, this is where I do my 2 cornrows more times than not, and ear to ear, because this is where I do my half up, half down. So she definitely gave me what I asked for there. You might also hear some paper rustling because I wrote down some notes, so I got a notebook. So forgive the noise. What else? Yeah, this is where I'm at. They're really tiny. See if I can pull a couple of them out. I know a black backdrop may not be the best option. I don't get my nails done, so they're never going to be done. Don't expect that. My hair is actually really long. Ow, eyeball. It's fairly long. Let's see if I can get some of the back ones so you guys can check me out. So this is just some of the thing. I do nothing. I put absolutely nothing on there. It got a little tiny bit wet in the shower, and so some of the really small ones in the back and the very nape of my area are coming loose, but she'll fix them in a couple weeks at my retightening, or I'll fix them on my own. I'll palm roll them. I'll do something. Who knows? I'll figure it out. Let's see what's next. Why did I want Sisterlocks? I wanted Sisterlocks because I like how they look. This is point plain and simple. Additionally, I'm lazy. I am a lazy natural. When I was natural, if I know how to do it, if I can, I'll insert some pictures of what my hair looked like prior to this, but the only thing I ever did was wear box braids, 2-strand twists, a puff, and that was it. I washed it once a week, and that was it. So figured this would also support a lazy lifestyle as far as doing my hair every day. I don't have time to do my hair every day because I like to sleep, I like to eat, I like to watch TV. So I don't have time to be sitting around doing my hair for hours and hours. And I found myself doing that when I was natural. Like, I have what I call 4Z, but I guess what some people would call 4C hair. So it's really coarse and it really, you know, it wants to stay on itself a lot. So detangling takes a very long time. So back to the original question, because, you know, I can't stay on topic. Why did I want Sisterlocks? I wanted Sisterlocks because they're very versatile, and, you know, I can still braid these bad boys down and slap a wig on it and call it a day. You know, it's quick. All I do is put a couple cornrows right here, a couple single braids in the back, 2 minutes to take my hair down in the morning, and that's it. Sometimes I just put like a stocking cap on it and I tuck it this way and tuck it that way, and I take it down, and this is it. Now I have a bobby pin here right now. Ooh, look at that grid. Grid on lock. I just pin that area back, and then I just kind of leave the front as is, and that's how I wear it every day for work. In my last video, I mentioned I'm in the Air Force, so, you know, that's what I do. That's how I wear it. It is starting to get a little fuzzy. Like I said, at the end, I'll put in some of the pictures of like day one, how they looked. I kind of like the neat, pristine look of them, but, you know, I'm also looking forward to them looking a little more fuller and maybe a little less of the shrinkage that has been happening. Yeah, so moving on. How much did they cost? So, how much did these Sisterlocks cost me? Well, they cost $850. Yes, that's how much it cost. Based on my research, there were some people that, because of the length of my hair, like it doesn't look very long right now, but like in the blown out picture, you'll see it's fairly long. Like, it's here straightened out, so it's 10 inches or longer or better. And most of the consultants, they charge based on most of these consultants charge based on length, and my hair's really long and I didn't want to cut it. We did take about 1/4 of an inch off of split ends before she even started, and that's what took up the majority of our first day. But, you know, my hair is still pretty long and it's really thick, so that was, to me, that was fairly cheap compared to most of the people in the area who were going to charge me upwards of $1,000 to establish mine. Also had a little bit of help. A couple of my friends donated. I asked for a donation on my birthday just to put it out there to see if anybody was willing to help me. So, you know, I had a little bit of help. I'd also been saving for them for quite some time, so it wasn't a big hit to me. I suggest if you're interested, save up, ask for help. I would say take out a loan because it's not that deep. You know, just save the money and just pay it full out. Moving on. On the 27th of July, I had 8 Sisterlocks put in the back of my hair, and I just kind of wore my hair in 2-strand twists to camouflage them while I went to work for those 3 weeks. I washed them. None of them came loose. Most of your consultants are, I'm going to say a lot because I say most of the consultants, they put in Sisterlocks just to see how your hair reacts to them. I had no problems. They kind of started to lock on themselves a little bit in those 3 weeks. So it probably won't take my hair a whole lot of time to lock up. So yeah, that's what happened with the Sisterlocks. Now, the actual establishment took place on August 17th, 18th, and 19th. On the 17th, it was a Friday because I definitely had to be back in class on that Monday, so we had to get it done over the weekend. On the 17th, we spent 5 hours. Only 3 of those 5 hours were spent on actually locking the front. I call it a quadrant, but it was like 6 squares, so it's not technically a quadrant, but quadrant. The front quadrant of my hair, we spent 3 hours doing that just so we could not be there so long on Saturday and Sunday. The first few hours was I took some time to wash my hair and make sure it was, you know, all detangled and stuff because everybody don't know how to detangle. And she took an hour. She took a really long time. Cut my hair, which is good because, you know, most stylists, they get scissor happy and just cut until they feel content. Now, I will say, I think she cut a little bit of my hair off in the back because I'm used to running my hands through my hair and, you know, just timing how long it takes to get to the end of my hair. And I'm losing a couple seconds in the back. And maybe because my hair is interlocked, but I kind of feel some bluntness on the ends of some in the back. So, you know, it may not be cut even like I told her. It doesn't have to be even because my hair is going to curl on itself. You know, just as long as it looks fine. On August 18th, we spent 13 hours. Now, I will come back and do a video of what you need for establishment and everything that I brought for my establishment and things like that. But it was a 13-hour day. My rump was numb and I could not feel it for hours afterwards, but nature of the beast, I suppose. On the 19th, we spent 7 hours, and that was doing the... On the 19th, we spent 7 hours, and that was just doing the very back, and she was going over the aftercare with me, telling me what I need to do, how I need to wash it. One of the challenges that I do face is I'm oil happy, if that's a thing. When I was natural, when I was Afro, as I call myself Afro shorty, now I'm locked shorty. When I was an Afro shorty, I used to oil my hair not every day, maybe every other day. So it's taking everything in me not to, you know, just pop a little coconut oil, a little, you know, just to pop some oil in my hair, some leave-in conditioner. But surprisingly, I thought because I'm not going to be able to do that, my hair would feel very dry, but it doesn't feel dry at all. It feels a little stiff, but that's because, like I said, a lot of them are still fresh and still tight to the scalp. Not tight like it's too tight like a box braid or something, but it's still very fresh and still at the root. It hasn't grown out a whole lot yet. It's only been a week and 2 days, so yeah. How do I feel so far? I've already talked about how I feel so far. I've already talked about how I feel so far. I enjoy them. I look forward to how they're going to look in the future. I expect them to get fuller, bigger, longer. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is them getting so long that they tangle on each other. So I'm going to have to figure out how to overcome that. Like I said in my first video, I'm active duty Air Force, so I'm not going to look forward to when they get so long that I'm out of regulation and I have to go back to putting it in a bun. Another reason I got them because I got tired of putting my hair in a bun or pulling my hair back, pulling my hair back, pulling my hair back. So it feels good to just let it be full out and not have to pull it back in a bun for once. So interesting enough. Concerns. Only concern I have is the retightening process. The retightening is going to be every 4 to 6 weeks or whatever. You know, at some point I'm going to learn to retighten them on my own, and that's, you know, I'm not going to go there as often. The only concern I have is she did have a lot of small children, so she spent a lot of time like talking to them like, hey, you know, guys, sit down, be good, da, da, da. So I understand everybody can't be in a shop. You know, some people have to do work out of their homes, and I understand it, and the children they're very well behaved. However, when it comes to retightening and I have to pay you $100 for the first 4 hours and $25 to $50, I'm not sure the number, $25 to $50 per hour after that, I don't want to be in a situation where you're spending so much time disciplining your kids or, you know, making them behave because they're little kids and they don't always behave like we want them to, that I pay more because of, you know, what you have to do with your children. So that is definitely a conversation I'm going to have with her. I'm running out of time. If there's any other questions, leave them in the bottom. I will follow up with what I took to my establishment, you know, update you guys on the first reinstall. I may be doing some TV show reviews. I'm not really sure because, you know, I speak really fast and people act like they'll understand. But I will see you guys in the next one.